In Washington, the story of a Fort Bragg Green Beret is leading to action on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers are close to approving a bill that could provide relief to members of the armed services who suffered from medical malpractice while in the military's care. Spectrum News reporter Kevin Fry introduces us to Sergeant First Class Richard Stayskull.
Smiles all around in this Capitol Hill office, the sign of a battle fought and victory in sight. But those grins mask a sad reality.
It took a tragic story to come out and change some.
For Sergeant First Class Richard Stayskull, that tragedy is terminal stage 4 lung cancer. The diagnosis came after he says doctors in the military medical system failed to address a mass on his lung. Left untreated, the tumor spread. But because of a 1950 Supreme Court case, he could not sue the government for medical malpractice.
You got to be able to accept the things that are the truth and be able to share them with everybody in order to fix things.
In Stayskull's case, he shared his story in Washington, where he found a receptive audience. Congressman Hudson, who represents Fort Bragg, joined with other lawmakers to introduce legislation aimed at giving service members like Stayskull a chance at compensation.
I believe very strongly our men and women in uniform ought to have the same civil rights as the rest of us.
Then just recently, the concept was incorporated into a larger defense bill. The deal struck gives the Defense Department the authority to settle medical malpractice claims by service members. That bill has already passed through the House.
You know, a lot of us in his situation might spend the last days we have with our family, maybe bitter and upset and frustrated. But in Rich's case, he's using this opportunity, this tragedy that he's part of, to help others.
And Stayskull shows no signs of slowing down, saying there is still work to be done on other issues impacting service members.
I want to ensure that the military is being made better, not being harmed or degraded.
In Washington, Kevin Fry, Spectrum News.
The Senate is expected to take up the defense bill later on this week. Stayskull's attorney says once the bill is law, they plan to file an administrative complaint in hopes of receiving compensation.